Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Enjoying the Journey. Cancer is a Lifestyle. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week this week. I am getting ready for work, you guys. I'm wearing my uniform. So I have been on the go this past several months, I should say, not just this week. So it's been a long time since I had an evening to where I was just sit down and crochet. I have not had that for a long time, where that's all I would do is just crochet. Crocheting, fest going on in this house. So what I've been doing is, all those cake scraps that I caked up, I've been taking these with me. This is all just variegated yarn in this one, and I would take these with me in my bags or whatever, and I would just crochet on the go. And that's what I've been doing, especially these past 2 weeks. I have been crocheting on the go everywhere I go, whether it's just 10 minutes here or, 20 minutes there. At least I'm getting something in because I need a little bit of crochet to relax me. So these cakes have come in really handy. This one is just a whole bunch of variegated that I use for hats, which is just enough. I love these little cakes. I am so glad to Jane from Scraptastic Yarn for doing that, and then she inspired me to do my own and kind of go through all of my totes, like she's been going through her totes and seeing what you got and getting, I love scrap yarn, so I want to use that up before I use up any full skeins of yarn. So I've been working on hats, you guys, excuse me. But before I show you that, let me show you my crochet along that I have with Jada Stitches. I am caught up now. I was behind 2 months. This is her. Let me look this up because it's a really long title. This is her Granny's Magical Cupboard 2024 calendar. Granny Square make along. So every month we do a square, and they're all different. I have been making 4 per month, and I take the 4 and I'm putting it together into one big square. And I've been using different, like I said, I've been using my scraps. And I have tons of scraps. Now, to me, scraps are like these little balls, here. But to people, scraps are really anything that's not a full skein. I don't consider that scraps, but I'm using those up before I open up a new skein. So the month of July, because I didn't do July's, we did the Spike Granny Square, this is mine. Very easy to do, very pretty. She'll show you different variations that you can do. You can do solids, you can do, she's doing 3 colors, and she's doing the same 3 colors for the whole blanket. I am kind of, using I'm using greens and blues mostly, and that kind of thing. So here's one. Here's my other Spike Granny Square. Do you see the difference here? Or maybe I should. Is this the back? Yeah. So you see, you can do a solid, and they're not, they haven't been blocked or anything, but just imagine I'm going to put them together into a big square. Here's the next one here. Do you see? A little bit different, but it looks a little bit different, right? But it's still the spiked. And then there's a solid one. That's the spiked. It has a nice texture to it. Oh, there's a good way you can see it. See the little grooves, and there's a lot of nice texture in it, and it's quite nice and thick. That was for the month of July. Now, August was a really easy one. It was actually called the Summer Mesh Granny Square. And it's just this right here. It's just these little, it's a mesh. You see? So I've been doing, like I said, blues, greens, and I guess yellows too. So here's my square. This seems to be a little smaller than the other one. Here's the mesh. Here's my different color ones. And if you notice, there's a little bit something different about each of my squares to give it a little, definition. So here it is. And then I did a green one in it. So I am going to put these together in, one big square. So that is my Jada's Granny's Magical Cupboard 2024 calendar blanket squares. So I am all cut up with that. Then I have, like I said, I've been working on hats for the different children's organizations here by me. I plan on in October making all these donations. So as many as I can make, I can donate to as many of them. Mostly after school programs. We have quite a few of them where lower income families can get a meal, or they can help with their studies, or just give them all different incentives, or even help with the groceries and things like that. These children are enrolled. There's one that just helps them with their homework. So I donate, to them as often as I can, and usually in October, a lot of places donate to them because they'll have like a huge Christmas party in December, and where the kids get a lot of nice gifts. So anyway, and I also want to donate to some hats to the Phil's Friends, which is the cancer organization that helps. They make gift packages for cancer patients of all ages, and they give them a care package that they send them, and it's a care package of things that you may use in the hospital when you're staying for a couple of days, or if you're going to chemo, or you bring your little chemo bags, right? So yeah, so here's one hat. I've been using all these scraps, mind you, all these, right, that I have here. I've been usually using the scraps and the variegated mostly for the hats. Here's one. I kind of like that. Try to combine them to kind of match. So I think this looks okay. Kids like bright hats. Here's one. And I've been doing just from the bottom up. Here's your brim, I do a little crochet 5. And then a double crochet into the back loop. Half double crochet into the back loop in 5 stitches, and then I work it up in half doubles all the way up, because I find that it's just the right texture where it's not too thick. And I like this one. This one is cute. Isn't that cute? I like this one. That's a nice hat. And again, that's 4 separate scraps, and you made a hat into it. Here's another one. There you go. Looks good. So I've done all these on the go, believe it or not. And people always tell me, like, why do you even bother, grabbing something for 10 minutes and working? You can do a lot if you crochet. You can crochet quite a bit for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. This was some scrappy, chunky that I had. I mean, it was like a 4 or 5. I'm not sure what it was, but I put it together. I think it looks okay. Again, there's like 4 different colors in here, or 3 different colors. It's a nice warm hat. Here's another one. See? I think the kids will like them. And yeah, so all these just on the go. Here's another one. I think there's quite a few that the boys would like in here, but it's hard to tell. I've had my nephews, when they were teenagers, they asked me to make them a granny square Rubik's Cube hat. That's what I used to call it, because when you put all the granny squares together, it looked like a Rubik's Cube. And they were in yellow, blue, white, and and I mean, they were colorful as can be, and they loved it. Kids want to be different. They want to, here's a nice one too. And that's the end for right now for hats. That's all the hats I have. Then also I've been catching up on my pinwheel blanket, which is another crochet along that I am, both Jada's and this one, the pinwheel one, is actually a year long. And yeah, but this pinwheel one, I want to get done. This is going to be a blessing blanket. It already has a recipient that it's going to go out to. This is a crochet along for Terry from Nana's Crochet Ideas. She is also doing a Bible cal with this, so you read your Bible. She does a live where you discuss the week's Bible, and then you actually, you also work on the blanket. Now, this is traditionally called the peppermint blanket, which is in your tradition color of red and white or green and white. I am following the tutorial from the Mikey from Crochet Crowd on it. So right now, but I am doing it with cream as my main color, and then I'm using scraps of different colors. Oh, what is this? This is not part of it. and to put them together. So I'm just following his tutorial, and this is really what I would call, I think this is interlocking crochet. Let me see if I can show it to you better on this one. This is the back of them. Aren't they cool? Front or back, this will look like a real cool blanket. And interlocking crochet is, look, you're using two colors at one time. And the back end, you see, you should be able to like put your pencil in. You know what I mean? That's how all of them are. Aren't they gorgeous? And using two strands, two different colors at one time. He is having us do 42. This thing, God Lord, get off of here. So these are my colors. He's having us do row 1 through 10. Just the same, he's calling the circles, the squares. And we need 42 of these. So I have been working on these like crazy. Look at this. And that's going to be my blanket. It's going to be colorful. And then row 11, I think there are 6 different row 11s. And then you kind of put them all together, because the blanket, you see these spokes? Sorry. When you put them together, it should look like the spokes of a clock, where, when we're spinning, it should set the next spoke. It's supposed to look like that, but who knows what mine's going to look like. Here's another one. So I have not looked ahead on the pattern at all, so I am not sure what is the next thing after the 42, but I think I am at, either I'm at 40 in the 40s, or I am, I don't have much to go. So I'm not going to make any more till I count all of mine to see how many of these I have, because I believe the next step is you also make smaller ones to kind of put in between these, so when you put them together, I guess in these spots right here, and then I guess I'm assuming, right here, you put them, you kind of combine them with the smaller ones, and then I think you put you do the row 11, I'm sure. So I don't know, we're gonna see. I need to count them. Here's all of the ones that I did. So I guess I did quite a bit, and I have worked also on my corner to corner, which is right over there. It's too far for me to go get it right now. I would have to get up and you would see the, and so I am working on that also. My scrappy corner, it's coming out really nice. Yeah, so that's about it, you guys, that I have for this week. Not bad haul for the week. I think that's pretty good. You see what I'm saying? You take it with you and you can make a lot. You think you're not really crocheting, but you can make a lot even in that 10 minutes, 20 minutes here and there as you're going. So, hey, don't think that you need to have a whole lot of time. But for me, it is also very relaxing. It's just been an incredibly very active year for us. I never realized, I had people tell me that I am a person that, I'm always on the go, but I never realized how much until I kind of like looked at the mileage on my car. And I think, wow, it's a lot of miles I put on. I think there might be some truth to it. But yeah, so it's been a very active year with just a lot of running around, which is a good thing. You're getting things done, things that you wanted to accomplish, There's no bad thing. I have been canning a little bit at a time also. You know, I've been using the crock pot for my canning, and it's working out really nice. I'm very happy with it because it's so easy. There's the cleanup is just so much nicer. And so anyway, you guys, I'm going to let you go because I have to run off to work. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.